Hello, it is Becky Dixon, and I thank you very much for coming by. I have this little YouTube channel and community that I'm very grateful for, and thank you so much for coming by tonight as we relax together. And I have some energy tools as we are in my new space. So I've been going through a period of transition and moving my home office into a larger space. And so tonight is our first time here together, and I'm so excited to be doing this. So I hope that this serves you well. So we're going to be working with the energy of moving through transitional times and new beginnings, so that we can do this together and have our calm energy as our intention. And as everything is set up and now finished, of course, there's always that growing period, and this can have some growing pains, like anything that's new and different to us. So I found that during this time, it was very important for me to have a set point that I kept going to. So in life, we all have our habits, our set points that we come back to, that we like to do on our day-to-day basis to ground us or center us. At least I hope you do. It is very helpful to be able to come back to that while you are going through a shift, whether it's in a personal relationship or shifting into a new reality of sorts, and whatever that can mean to you. So if it is something that is a very painful transition, saying goodbye to something or someone can be very grounding. First of all, can rip our hearts open, and I invite you at that point to let the light in for healing. But these positive changes can even cause us to have that disruption in our lives that can put us off kilter, can trigger us just because, we're not getting maybe the proper sleep, or maybe we're not eating as we should. And this is much broader than my transition into this space. I'm just talking in general terms here. So I thought we would just offer some Reiki energy. So this is going to be an ASMR style video, and I will end it with just Reiki energy at the end, and I'll leave a timestamp for that. So whether you want to just jump towards that or skip it, I totally understand. Everyone's here for different reasons, and whatever serves you best is just fine with me. So I do enjoy doing your personal distance Reiki videos, and I am very grateful that they are still coming in, although I haven't been as present on YouTube as my personal in-person services have suddenly gotten quite busy. And so these videos are going to be, I hope, something that you enjoy and you stick with me, because I do find that this way of serving helps me in some ways as well. So it is something that I hope and wish that I could do more often, but I'm also not going to, stress out about it too much, because everybody can only do how much they can handle, right? So just to get started, I'm just going to call in the Reiki energy. Some symbols. So to begin, I'd like to offer a clearing of our energy bodies with some selenite. So I just wanted to do a nice little cleanse here. Clearing above your head. Just calming down any inflammation that might have built up. Giving yourself this time now to breathe. Just invite you to broaden your breath, to open your diaphragm, to allow the breath in deeper and to let it out fully. Serves us the most to have good, clean oxygen flowing through our bodies, to heal our adrenal glands and our digestive system. And during times of transition or any times of stress or change at all, you might notice you're holding and not expanding, and just a gentle reminder. And we need that breath to feed our cells and to balance our pH levels, because we don't want to get sick when we are transitioning. And I know that I did get a little bit of a little something during our little move inside of our home. And I mean, I say little, but honestly, we moved. This is our old living room, and everything in the old living room transitioned into another room, and the old office, like everything came in here. So when I started not feeling well, it was a little bit of a bummer, but yet I didn't have the energy to care at the same time. And now it's all done, and so happy. And I couldn't have done it really without support. So support from my husband, who's awesome. Painted and put furniture together and just really understood what I wanted this space to feel like. The shelves with the singing bowls and everything. So, and now I'm going to be offering sound events in this space. So leaning on people for support and having a plan during times is helpful. If you're going through a time of change and it wasn't something that you had chosen or planned for, I hope this session also serves you to lessen the shock in knowing that with every ending, a new beginning is. So oftentimes things end abruptly. It's because something much better is coming in. We can't see it yet, and it's hard not to trust and not to panic, but knowing you are resilient and that if you don't have a community to lean on, going inward, and if you are in this community or you're here, I know that you have a relationship with spirit of some sort, and you know you're never alone, and that you can always lean on and communicate with your spirit team for that support. Okay, thank you for letting me say that. Just putting the selenite away, and this is a little bit louder, so I was a little bit hesitant whether I was going to bring this one in. This is a tuning fork that I use to clear energy. So I think what I'll do is just back up a little bit and bring this in towards you. I hope that it's not too loud. You might want to turn down your headphones if you have those on. Thank you. Alright, so I just wanted to bring some crystals in that are very helpful during this time, and I've got some here I wanted to use. These are a couple of Botswana agate, and these are a very calming stone. They can be very helpful. They're heart healing stones as well, but in general, these two have the energy just super calming. They actually give me a watery kind of a feeling. I'm going to show you, if you're not familiar with Botswana agate. I have this little dish and it's got some different ones in here, and I really wanted to show you because the colors can be like that. This is actually more of a pinky brown Botswana agate, and I reserve these ones for clients that are going through grief. They are really great at calming the heart, so I just kind of keep them in this little bowl, but I also have a few other. I actually think that was really loud for you. Sorry. I've got lots of different kind of heart healing ones just in this bowl, and it's easy. I just thought there was more Botswana agate, so let's see. Yeah, there's one. Oh, yes, there's a couple more. There's another couple. Just like wanted to show you how cool these ones are. Very special stones. They're very smooth to the touch, but just absolutely my go-to for grief or broken heart. So if you know anyone going through that phase of life, this stone is one that I recommend. And I don't think it gets the justice it deserves, actually, or the attention. I don't really see too much on this one in general, but anyways, yes, so that's my little bowl of special stones for special people, and you are special. Alright, so we're back to these ones. Botswana agate pieces, one for each hand to hold, one for each side, one for each collarbone to have, one for each pocket or in your little sock. To this agate, so calming, so centering. So the next stone I wanted to share with you is very special, and I do want to bring my little light to show this one to you. So this is a garden quartz. And this is, to me, like, I was very fortunate to get a choice between a few different ones when I was choosing this, and they're not always the easiest stone to actually come by. I was looking specifically for, it's also called Lodolite. Lodolite and garden quartz, and they have little gardens, little moss pieces of the forest, nature that has been crystallized inside, and this makes this stone very connected to Mother Earth. So it has the grounding nature of the earth, but also holds a lot of wisdom and power. So the inclusions in here, there's green, and there's orange. So I'm sure there's iron in here as well. It's very important. I feel that when picking a piece of garden quartz, to see it in person, so you have that connection to it and you can feel the energy if it resonates with you, because these are a little more expensive. So you want to make sure you are getting a real one. But this is a very grounding stone, like I said, giving you inner insight, so helping you make clear decisions. It works really well for the third eye in meditation, to see beyond, to work with your ancestors. So I like this stone for this time. I actually picked this stone out. It's one of my newest ones when I knew I was going to be transitioning into this space. And I feel like for some reason this one was talking to me like before I even saw it to come and pick it out, take it home. So it means a lot to me. And you could use this type of stone for many, many different reasons, but just pure connection to earth. So just wanted to include this sweet crystal. And you may be able to feel the energy from it. And I hope you can through the camera. Maybe you see a face. Right there I see an elf. Anyone else see an elf's face? I have not seen that until now, looking into the camera. So that's really neat. Yeah, I don't know if you see it, but there's an eye here, an eye over here, a mouth, and then the ears. And I even see its body right there. Please leave a comment if you see it. So I know when other people have shown me their crystals with faces, I have not seen what they're seeing, so I would worry if you don't. Cool. So that was neat to do. Let's notice that in a different light. I guess maybe it's the angle of looking at it this way as well, and through the camera. Alright, so one more stone. We're going to bring in some citrine, and I actually have a whole grid of citrine behind you here. So I'm just picking out to see what piece pieces want to come. Yes, citrine is one of actually my favorite stones to work with in general in life. And I've got a few pieces here. These are just raw pieces of natural citrine. And citrine energy, the joy, the bringing, the abundant stone, the merchant stone. So it makes perfect sense for my space specifically, but also just in general. To me, this citrine is such a joyful, has a joyful energy as it resonates with our solar plexus. You know, not go with the flow. No, all is taken care of, all will be well. Thinking positive thoughts. Perfect. So the cool thing is this grid's already working for us here. So I'm just going to bring in, just going to spray you. Just clearing spray. This is my room spray actually. This is what I use before I see someone in person. Before they come into the space, I always clear it with this spray because it's an uplifting scent. Frankincense is one of my favorite clearing scents. Frankincense, and it has mint as well. And I think there's just a tiny bit of sage. I could be wrong because I don't smell it, but frankincense is so good for so many things. But clearing is one of them. And then I use some other things like sweetgrass to clear afterwards as well. Always with more like sprays than smoke. For me personally. So alright. Just bringing in this feather like the winds of change. Just moving through. Go of that old energy. You can accept this new you. before we go into our Reiki, now we're going to just transition into our pure Reiki energy portion of the session. So just sit back and enjoy if you'd like. Thank you so much. Namaste.